Hey team, it's me again. Had actually several messages that you loved the tips the other day on the hostess packets and the hostess coaching, and so now I'm going to move right along. Actually, what's been happening in my week? I have a party on Saturday, and so I had already been hostess coaching her. Had a call with her tonight, and she is all set. She has 9 ladies set to come to the party. Of course, you and I both know 2 or 3 of those, maybe a few more, won't show up, but she does have 3 outside orders already. So we are already on a good start to get her to that $1,200 party level, because she does want all 3 hostess exclusives for free. So it's my job to make sure that she achieves that. And I've done all I can do at this point. She's going to invite them. I have sent her a reminder on Red Stamp, which is an app on your phone, or you can actually use it from your computer. And it's just a cute way. You just design a little graphic, actually, is what it is. And she's able to grab that and save it to her cell phone or her computer, and she can text it or email it out just as a reminder the morning of her party. So what I wanted to go over was something that I had posted to you the other day, which was the cell phone game. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of playing an actual game all the time, but this helped my last party flow really well. So I just wanted to run through that party presentation script with you about how I do the party. So, of course, her party, I'm just going to use my party on Saturday for an example. It's at 2:30, so I will arrive at 2 o'clock, and I will go in and set my bags up and introduce myself and just act like she's a girlfriend and I've known her for a while. I want her to be very comfortable. I want to ask her questions about her and her family and compliment her home and talk about her neighborhood, just things that will get her talking in general conversation as I'm setting my stuff up. I have a plant stand that I got at a local Big Lots that I plan to use on Saturday, and I plan to highlight the items I got for free at conference, what's in my add-on kit, and what I earned in my Ready Set Sale kit. I'm going to only display fall because I don't want to overwhelm her with everything that I have, her and her guests. So those things will all stay tucked away in my deluxe utility tote. And then on the plant stand, it just pops out and it has 4 hooks. I will just show what I have for fall to show what's new, because that's what I want them to be excited about and be focused on. So then I'm going to welcome the guests as they arrive, ask them their name, how they know the hostess, show them the drinks and the refreshments, mingle back through around, and if I run into her again through the house, I'll say, where do you work? What do you do for fun? What do you do for, a hobby, or, things like that, just to make small talk so I can kind of get a general idea of who is there. If everyone at the party is young and they have small kids, then I don't need to talk about probably a lot of traveling things. Or if everyone there is older, maybe it's her aunt or grandma and her great aunt and all older people, I don't need to talk about a lot about diaper bags and being at the ball field. A lot of that I will find out in hostess coaching, but it's just a good way to find more right before the party starts. Kind of have that in the back of my head about what I should be showing at the party. So once it's time to start, it is up to me to keep this party on time, because I'm away from my family and I don't want to spend more time there than I have to. So let her know in your hostess coaching that you do plan on starting on time, and if people run in late, then they run in late. But we need to get the party started on time and respect the time of everyone that's there. So what you want to do as part of your hostess coaching, if you use this cell phone script, is to let everyone know to bring a fully charged cell phone. That's very important. So when they come in, I pass out a little piece of paper, and that's where they're going to tally their points for this cell phone game. You introduce yourself and thank the hostess once again for allowing us all to come and have a lot of fun at her home. We talk about how we are going to get to know 31 while earning them some points. You also reiterate all of the things that the hostess is going to get out of this, and that is your first booking seed, by letting her know all the free and half price and hostess exclusive items that she's going to be able to take advantage of. So what you want to do is you want to have her, first of all, pull out that charged phone that she was supposed to bring, and that's their first set of points. If they did show up with a fully charged phone and it says 100% up in the corner, then they get 100 points. If it says 25% charged, they get 25 points because it's very important to follow directions. So the next time that they earn points, you're going to say to tell them to go to a text screen and text something that they love about the hostess. Go ahead and have them type it up, but don't give them the number yet. And then sign their name. So for me, for example, I would say, I love the hostess because she is so fun. Angie. And then you would give them the number to text, which will be to you, the consultant. And so I would say, so enter this number in, and this is who you're going to text to, but don't press send yet. So I give them my number, and I say, ready, set, send. And the first text that comes through to my phone gets 25 points. And I proceed to read that one, and say, now we're going to let you know, hostess, how much we love you and how much these ladies think about you. And so that is celebrating the hostess. That's really another booking seed because everybody wants to be celebrated and to feel really good. So you go through those texts and you read off what her friends think about her, but that one person gets those 25 points. And then you want to let them know to go ahead and program that number in their phone as 31, and I would say Angie Bailey, because numbers at the top of their contact list are going to always show up first. Instead of them having to remember your name, they can just remember 31 and then your name, and then it's going to show up at the top of their contact list. And you want to say, that way I can check with you when your order arrives. I can just do it via text. And you also have me programmed for the next time that you need a gift or are interested in partying for free products. So they have already got you scheduled in their phone. And this worked out very well for me because at my last party on Saturday when I did this for the first time, before I even got home, a lady at the party changed her mind and decided she did want to book a party. And so she just sent me a real quick text and said, hey Angie, I was just at the party. I want to schedule a party in October. Please give me a list of any Thursdays that you have available. Bam, done. It was beautiful. So the next thing you want to do is explain to her that the catalog is broken up into 3 chapters for you, for your family, and for your home. And this is a great time to actually open up the catalog and use those beautiful pictures and those beautiful layouts to show them exactly how this catalog is laid out. You want to then have them go to their T in their contacts. So they'll open up their contacts in their cell phone, go to the letter T, and count how many contacts they have under T. It could be 24, it could be 5, it could be 10. However many they have is the number of points that they add to their tally list. So you want to tell them that T is important because of 31, and you want to tell her about 31 and what 31 stands for. You also want to talk about tea because that brings up thermals. And why that's good to talk about this month is because the Family Fun Thermal is on sale. And it's a fabulous way to say, the thermal products are one of my favorite in our whole line. This is perfect for your family. And talk about the leak lock lining, talk about the new pattern, the new print, talk about the embroidery or the personalization. You want to share about this product. You don't want to just sell it to them as a monthly special. You want to tell them why they need it, how fabulous it's going to look on it, and maybe call the hostess up and have the hostess model it, and make it fun and interactive. So you've already shared that monthly special, and we have 2 this month, so you want to go ahead and pull out the Everything Crossbody and talk to them about the other monthly special. That way the monthly special is out of the way. The next, you want to see who has a selfie on their phone with the hostess. That person gets 25 points. And we're talking about selfies. It's all about you when you're in a selfie. And so you want to talk about all about you, the products that you have to show. So at that time is when I showed the new fashion games and the All About the Benjamins wallet and the key fob. I always try to show 3 things in a bundle set. So the For You products is where I talk about the purses and the wallets that we have. Then I see who actually had the party on their calendar on their phone, who had it planned and scheduled on their phone. So whoever can show me that gets 25 points. And that's when you explain that you also have yours and you have open dates, because you're going to be ready to plan their party when they check out, and how it's a great time to go ahead and get their party booked to get their friends to their home to shop for Christmas. So that's your third booking seed. Then you want to talk about if they group their apps on their phone, how many groups do they have? And the person with the most groups on their phone gets 25 points. And we talk about those because that's organization. We organize our phones, so we want to organize our homes. And so that's when I talked about the new Hang It Up organizer, the rectangular basket, the Your Way rectangular cube, anything for her home. And let's see, that's what I talked about. All the things that I showed up here for you, for your home, and for your family, all of those things I got for free for being a consultant with 31. So that's my first, really probably my second recruiting seed at that point. Then you want to see how many banking apps they have on their phone. The person with the most gets 25 points. And here you want, the second time or third time, you want to talk about the opportunity and how they can earn starting out up to $200 to $500 per month. Talk again about all the products you got for free, the wonderful support you get on the team. And so that's your recruiting seed. And then you want to have them friend you on Facebook or friend your customer group, and everyone who does that and the first person who shows up on your phone, you give them 25 points. And that's when you explain to them how you love your community of customers, how you offer maybe special items on your closed customer group, and that's just going to get more active participants on that group to get your sales and notices and things like that out there. Have them add up all their points, and the winner gets some kind of prize. I actually took 3 small prizes at my last party because it was a pool party. So I took like a Perfect Bottle thermal for like a water bottle. I took a little zipper pouch in case anybody was doing a last minute beach trip, and I did a baubles and bracelets case that I just had left over. So I gave out 3 prizes. The lady with the most got to pick her prize first and also got free monogramming. So that's what I did as the prize. And then I let them, I went into detail about filling out their order forms, that they would like to fill it out completely for me, because my trick there is that I really want their email address. I want their email address to enter in my system so that when my monthly email goes out, they're getting monthly contact from me. I also say that I take forms of payment. I take check, card, or a combination of the two, which is the husband doesn't need to know form of payment. And that always gets a little laugh because sometimes women don't want to show their husbands how much they spend, so they do a little cash. They may put a little bit on a card, and however they want to do it, it's fine with me. And then I go into detail how I will be right on the floor. I never leave the room because I want to hear the chatter about the room and be able to answer questions. So I stay in the room and I say, I can total up your order for you. I can help you fill out the monogramming and the color. I don't want them to sit there and be frustrated if they can't get that figured out. I can totally whip that order form up for them. And then I have out my hostess packets that we talked about, along with my calendar and my calculator. And right here in my office, I always take a manila folder and I write the hostess's name and date. And I have all of this with me at checkout. That way, when she gives me her order form, it goes right in here. Along with her check and anything else. I have my calendar because I'm going to ask her to book a party. I have my hostess packet so I can hand that out. And then I'm ready to go. I'm ready for this is my checkout system. And anything on the outside, she may say, gosh, she may have a question about a product, or the hostess may have a question. I write any of my notes out here on the outside of my folder, and then I always know what I need to go back to. If there's something I need to check off before I close this party, I can scratch it off once it's done and then go back and see what else I need to do before I close that party. And then I just close this up, and I have a file box over here on my office floor that I have used the same file box since 2007. Every single party I have ever done is in a manila folder in this box, and so I can go through every single order form of every customer I've ever had. If the system ever crashes, I have it over here, And this is my little system. It's so fancy, I know. But usually at a party, when I go with my trusty outline and my trusty clipboard, I just take that manila folder with the hostess's name and I just stick it right in the clipboard. So I have everything that I need for her party along with my calculator, and it goes right down in my organizing utility tote, and so I'm ready for checkout. So ladies, that in a nutshell is the new kind of party presentation that I've been using. You can take out that texting information and you can basically talk about, you introduce yourself, why you sell 31, and your top 5 products they cannot live without. Women love this kind of thing. Like when I go to a Pampered Chef party, that catalog gets overwhelming to me. So I kind of ask, what do you use? And what do you use that for? What do you use? Okay, what do you use that for? And usually those are the 2 or 3 things that I order. So I figure if I'm sitting up there telling them 5 or 6 things that I can't live without and what I use them for, maybe bring up 2 or 3 models, get eyes off me and on them. And tell about the monthly special and close the party out. It does not have to be anything fancy. You just want to make sure that you're mentioning 3 times about that booking seed, about getting free things, half price things, rewarding and celebrating that hostess. That's a lot of times initiative to book a party. You want to talk 3 times about recruiting, about how I got all this stuff for free and how I have all this support and all these new friends and how I make a minimum of $500 a month. That's just starting out. Make sure they know that. And a lot of people go, you can make $500 a month doing this? And then talk about how they can join now and earn cash for Christmas or earn cash for next summer or to pay off this past summer's maybe trip that they took. But be sure you're mentioning 3 booking seeds, 3 recruiting seeds. Be sure they know you're going to ask them when they check out to have a party or if they'd like to join your team. Have those opportunity brochures available just to get this in their hands, and you'll be all set for your next party. Okay, so you have booked. You have done your hostess coaching. You're all set with your party presentation. Okay, the next thing to do is to get to that party and recruit some ladies for your team, because that's our focus for the fall. Okay, I hope you ladies have enjoyed this little tidbit, and if you like these, I will keep them coming. Thanks, ladies.